Hello, everyone. The question about how I can filter what I see in tracking on Solution Workbench came up, so I thought I'd give a quick demo of that. There's a feature called Solution Type, which is made up of what are called solution elements. And I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of this to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go to Solution. There we go. And I'm going to call this example. Now let's go with joy, something different. You never know what I may have used in the last few minutes while I was testing this out. So I've got a solution called joy. I'm going to save it. And it has this thing called a solution type. You've probably never played with that much before. I'm going to go up here to actions and look at solution type entry. And you're going to see there's a couple, but we really only ship with this one. No tracking, filtering, that's a hint there, no tracking, filtering, all ice elements, and this thing called test. All is one we ship with. And I'm going to look over here and I see it's got things like BAQs, reports, BPMs, customizations, dashboards, or whatnot. I really care about BAQ, and these are called elements. So I'm going to come over here to my actions again and go to element entry and type in BAQ. I'll see if this is a BAQ element. In addition to some display fields down here, I know that its contract is, and I know its main table is query header. And if I go look, I'll see it says all these tables in the system, these are actually child tables of BAQ. So when I'm dealing with my solution, I don't want to see these. I just want to see the BAQ header table because it will know enough to pull in all of that data for me. All right, so we're going to start just like this. I'm going to come over and I'm going to turn on solution tracking for my new solution. And we're going to add a BAQ. By the way, I normally use the Epicor homepage, but I'm doing this quick demo on pre-release software, and there are things there that you're not supposed to see. So for the benefit of not getting yelled at by marketing, you get to see the older UI. And I'm going to call this Joy. Give it a description, since it's a required field. Mark it as shared. Go to Query Builder. Let's use the person table. Let's go ahead and grab all those fields. Go to Analyze, test it. There we go, we've got results. Let's save that. So I've saved my BAQ. And now I'm going to go over here to a dashboard. I'm going to make a dashboard. Come on, pop up there. I'm going to call it Joy. Sure. And I'm going to add a query to it that we call Joy. Leave it all the defaults. Save that. I'll notice I've got it displayed. I can run it. There are my results. We're all happy. Cool. So now when I go back to my solution and I refresh, I notice I don't have a solution type. I'm going to see all of these various tables that got touched at all kinds of points as I created one BAQ and one dashboard. So you see two dashboard tables. You see the BAQ tables, and you see these language things where they're putting out the language files so they can support translation later. I really don't want to see all of those. I'm going to change my solution type to all. Now what it'll do is it'll roll these up for this solution going forward just to those elements the solution cares about. For example, the query header is going to be there, but all these other guys that are subtables, they're going to disappear. Same with all the others. So I'm going to choose all. Now I'm going to save that, which will force a refresh of this list. Now look, all I've got there is a dashboard and a BAQ. So that's one way, that way of limiting all those child tables so you're dealing with a more manageable list. But also, you can pick a different solution type, in this case, my example that I built, which is identical to all except for one thing. It says I don't care about BAQs. So I'll pick that and I'll save. And now I don't see BAQs down here. I just see my dashboard. If I go back and change it to all, dashboards is still there. How does this work? Well, let's go look at our solution type. And let's go find my example that I built. And it's hard to see, but if you look over here, maybe we'll sort them. There we go, alphabetical order. There's no BAQ on top. It starts with BAQ report because I didn't include that in my definition. I think we could probably just pull out dashboard, but I'm tempted to do things in the middle, and then you wouldn't see the dashboard for that type. So you can come in here You can define a type based on all the existing elements to see only the items you know you're going to add to your solution. Make sure the type is set here before you track changes, and you'll only see what you care about. You don't have to filter through all of the tables in the list. It's also possible to add elements. I'm not going to go into there in detail because I think that's a little bit more than we want to do, but it's part of Solution Workbench for you to explore. Thank you very much.